Hello, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the way to find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we are here with Robin, Shimizu, and friends talking about happy, healthy habits. I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and this is the Biz Chicks. So we want you to sit back, relax, and get some valuable information about your health, because if you don't have your health, you can't keep your wealth. So every business owner, everyone who is on the planet really needs to know how to do better with their health. Robin is having some technical difficulties, but I'm sure if all goes well, she'll be joining us in a little while. If not, we wish her well today. And we know that they're fixing the Wi Fi towers in her area. So, with that, we're going to get this party started. We always like to begin with a healthy habit. One of the things that I want you to keep in mind that every habit doesn't have, every health regimen doesn't have to cost a fortune. Here is Robin. I'm so glad you made it. I was explaining that every healthy habit doesn't have to cost a fortune. Do you have a healthy habit for us today, Robin?
I was going to talk a little bit about breath work, but since
Oh,
I'm late, I'm wondering if we should launch into our guest, or you think we're okay?
well, we only are 3 minutes in, so if you want
Okay.
to talk to us a little bit about breath work, that would be good.
I missed our show last week with Jill Weston, and I'm sure she went over some of this last week, but I thought we would just go over quickly the benefits of breath work.
The benefits.
Um, the benefits of breath work. And so I found this really great article on WebMD.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they were saying that understanding your breath work. So they're saying breath work is trendy right now, but it is not new. People have been practicing breath work for thousands of years, and its roots are in yoga practice.
Oh,
The basic idea of breath work is to release toxins and stress when you breathe out and nourish your mind and your body when you breathe in. So it helps to alkalize your blood pH. It has an anti-inflammatory effect,
hmm.
and it elevates your mood. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
It can elevate your mood. So it has a totally positive impact on your central nervous system.
I did
And
not know that.
yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to start incorporating this in, when I wake up, the breathwork technique. So I'm going to just teach one breathwork technique today,
Oh,
which is super
we're getting
easy.
a lesson today. Okay.
Yeah. So they say you breathe in for 4 counts, you
Mm-hmm.
hold it for 7 counts,
Oh my.
and you release it for 8 counts. That's what these
Okay.
guys are saying. Now, Jill has taught us 4 and 4 and 4, and she's taught us other, but um, it's very similar practice where you breathe in for 4 counts. So let's try this. You breathe in for 4, you're going to hold it for 7, and then we're going to release it for 8 counts.
Okay, so it's 4, 7, 8.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
you're going to breathe in through your mouth. Now you're going to hold it for 7. And then exhale for 8. A longer exhale encourages you to completely empty your lungs.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And so the pros and the benefits of breath work is that it balances your blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you more, helps you in your deep sleep. It can reduce PTSD and feelings of trauma. It can strengthen your respiratory function. It can improve your immune function,
Mm.
and it releases stress hormones from your body.
Oh, wow.
That's just from breathing. Isn't that neat?
Well, that's a blessing.
And emotionally, it can help you feel fewer feelings of depression and anxiety, better mental focus,
Mm,
decrease addictive behaviors. So, like, if you're addicted to sugar or you're addicted to, things that you want to stop, it's
mhm.
can help you with that. Allowing emotional scars to heal, better outlook on life, and contentment and joy.
Wow.
So, those are some of the benefits of breath work.
What a
Yeah,
blessing.
I'm
Who
going to
knew?
have to go back and look at last week's show because I'm sure Jill did some meditation with us.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And, I almost fell asleep, but that's a whole nother story. But yes, she was really engaging. And we wanted to thank her for coming in all the way from Mexico. Um, it was a really good show. So thank you for finding such great guests. Now, please don't tell me that she is frozen. Okay. So, in light of the fact that I think we've got some delay here coming from California, I'm in Texas. I'm going to introduce our guest. Our guest today is Miss Maureen Stevenson. She is, what would you say, a holistic coach when it comes to taking care of your body, taking care of your health, taking care of um, just feeling fabulous if you're over 40. And so we want to bring her in because she's got a wonderful subject for us today. So pay close attention. Hello, Maureen. Hold on, let me unmute you. Hello, Maureen. How you doing this morning?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
I don't know why I even asked because I should have known. Because you're teaching us how to be fabulous. Oh my goodness. Maureen, it is always a pleasure to have you. I know that you do a number of things. One of your major things is health and fitness. The other
Yes.
thing you do is fashion. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. If you need help with your fashion, this is the woman right here. And that you have a number of um, what do I want to call it? Facebook pages going on for
Yeah.
one for fashion and
Yeah.
one for health and fitness. And then
Yes.
you also have a foundation.
Yes, I do.
Mhm. So maybe you'll tell us about some of those things and then get us started on what it is you want to share with us.
Hi. Good morning. To your wonderful listeners, and today, as Tara introduced me a little bit, my Facebook page. You can go to Becoming the Fab Fun Woman, Crawl, Walk, Run Fitness, or Mo's Body Shop. Those are some of the things that I am on social media as I share tips and tools of, how to be vibrant and age gracefully and be vibrant and sexy during the process. So that's me a little bit, but I'm sure I'm not here for me. So today I want to talk about a subject, forgetfulness. Um, I know it's happening to me, like my glasses on my head and I'm looking for it and I can't find it and looking all over and then it's or my pen is in my ears and I'm like, where's my pen? I can't find it and it sticks right there, right? So this is one
Hmm.
of the things that happens is as we age, and my goal is to help you so that you can age vibrantly and to give you some tips. So I was reading last night about this, and it was says, ever wonder why you forget your key, or why you walk into a room or your favorite hairdresser and can't remember nothing or remember their name? I'm certain it happens to me a lot. So I don't know about you, but hopefully it's not happening to you. But that's one thing that happens as we grow older. And so,
Hmm.
one of the reasons they're saying that we could look into our medication, right? If you get new medication and you seems to get more and more as we age, right? It says
Okay.
seems like the older you get, the more you take the medications, right? So if you are having new medications and find yourself forgetful, And maybe you could talk to your doctor about that and let them know that this is what's happening, and that could be a side effect of the medication.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is stress. The 6 letter word, stress, that most of us carry. Um, it says lower your stress level,
Ah.
because when you have so much stress, it shrink the hormone, it shrink hormone cells and disrupt connection between them. So make sure that you are your stress. Make sure you're managing stress and stress not managing you.
Oh
And
wow. Before we go on, I know that today, this morning, that Robin was talking about breath work and how that can reduce stress. So this all sort of ties in together, doesn't it?
yes,
That
it
the
really
breathing can help your
So
memory.
breathing, that's I always tell my clients, that's one of the things that you have available to you at any time, and it's free, right? You just have to have the time to tap in and to breathe. As a yoga teacher, that's one of the skills I teach. Like, if you're feeling anxious, just make sure you're breathing from your diaphragm. So all of our, remember that our body is this whole, it's not parts. And so
Mm-hmm.
take your body as a whole. So that also help. And it says depression, it goes two ways. Feeling down can make you forgetfulness, and
Oh.
forgetfulness can make you feel down. So see your doctors if you're having the blues. I know, especially this time of the year where the clouds, for me, I have sad, because it's so gloomy and stuff like that. So it's like it tends to have me in that little rut. So I have to be mindful of what I eat, how I move,
Mm.
this time of the year. And lack of sleep, I know.
You know, that sleep thing is really important, isn't it?
Yeah, so lack of sleep is a very, very big one. So make sure that you're getting your rest. Make sure that you sleep. It's a big, big one. And it talks about, again, your medical condition. If you have underactive thyroid, kidney disease, liver, all those things, when you take those medication, can help you, can make you forgetful. So make sure that you keep in tune with your healthcare provider. Make sure that you speak up for yourself. Make sure that you understand or write down these subtle things that's happening to you and discuss it with a professional. Make sure that you're doing that. And
Okay.
7 ways to boost your memory. Sweet slumber sleep. Number one, keep
Wow,
your
I'm
memory from
amazed it's
being
number
away.
one.
Yes,
I would,
say hello to a good night shut eye, right? And not just
yes.
shut your eyes, make sure you're getting deep restorative sleep. Also, make sure that your room, wherever you sleep, is conducive to sleep. Take the TV, the noise, just make sure it's conducive to sleep, that you're getting restful rest, not just shut eye, but good sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it
Mm-hmm.
went on to talk about the British, how a survey for the British had found out about sleep, but it's a lot, so I won't go into that. But it's backed by survey about sleeping and slumber. Make sure you're getting that sleep.
Uh-huh.
Beta carotene to boost your memory. Take a bite of a stick of carrot or a fork
Uh,
full of sweet potatoes. And what do you get? A heaping benefits of beta carotene. That is powerful antioxidant to boost your brain function and brain cell. So yeah, carrots and
carrots
yes,
will help your memory.
and sweet potato. That's what the research found. That
Huh.
yes,
I always just associate it with my eyes, not with my
no.
memory.
And it went on to tell you about the surveys that they took from the University of California. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's beta carotene supplement does not come without warning, for instance. So make sure that you're going to the food itself, right?
Right.
So make sure you're getting and it says it boosts your brain and power.
Oh, that's
So
good to know.
It's
yeah,
interesting. I've been feeding my mom a lot of baked garnet yams.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
which is
anything that is yellow that have that
yeah.
texture in it.
And she's loving that more than the baked potato. She likes the baked sweet yams with
Yeah.
salt and pepper and a little butter. Really
Uh-huh.
good.
And it says B12 boosts up your benefit of your brain with B12. And it said
Mm.
it sharpens your memory with steaks. Heat steak. I mean, the lean part of it, right? I know people like red meat and all of that. If you're vegan or you don't eat meat, then you should make sure that you're getting your vitamin B12 shots or whatever you get your vitamin B12 from. But it sounds amazing, but it's true. It's that the steak is loaded with vitamin B12.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that makes me feel better
Vitamin
because I am
B12
a
is
steak
known
eater.
yeah, for the ability to sharpen the mind and your memory and keep your memory intact.
Oh,
So
maybe that's why I have a good
yeah,
memory because
that
I love
B12.
steak.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, we have different people with different dietary needs and dietary preference out there. So
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that if you're vegan or if you're not eating meat or whomever you are, make sure the vitamin B12 is a part of your diet or your lifestyle because it boosts your memory, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it goes on into the survey and tell you how much B12 and what B12 does, but it's literally backed by a lot of research. Make sure you're getting your B12. And it says what is good for your body is also good for your brain.
Mm.
Make sure that you're getting your movements in. Workout keeps your body healthy, but did you know it can also help your brain keep your brain healthy too? Right? I
Oh,
know when people, most of my clients, I feel like I'm old, I'm not gonna work out because and I'm like, that's why you should work out,
all the
right?
more reason.
That is the reason. If you ever think why you shouldn't, maybe that's the reason why you should move your body. And of course, that as you know, always talked about nourishing movements, and it's different for everyone, right? But
Mm-hmm.
everyone can find that. So make sure it only doesn't do your body good; it also does your brain good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it went on to talk about 72 people complete the study of movements and how that works. But at the end of it, it found that what's good for your body is also good for your brain. So make sure you're
Mm.
getting your little movements and uh, and some of the things that speed up your memory. It says listen to classical music.
Oh.
Yes. So music is one of those things with the instruments that helps like flute, helps you to own in and helps you to listen and improve the brain. So music is also a powerful tool. But listen, and it's another one is to play board game.
Mhm.
Right? Research went on to tell you about research that happens and it helps you to build skills and Chinese checkers and all that brain thing. Right?
Mm.
A friend introduced me and my husband to Yahtzee. So every Thursday or everything we get together and we play Yahtzee. Like that's on our calendar. That's our Yahtzee night. That's the time we play games. That's the time we laugh. That's the time we connect. And only to find out those are the things that make you sharp,
Who
right?
knew?
We have to
Yeah.
find time for these things, and you know,
So
and it,
fun needs to be on the calendar.
yeah, and especially because mind coordination, hand-mind coordination with with you moving your mind and your hands and stuff, and it coordinates everything. So
Wow.
board game when I go out and I, even for my older clients that I have, I teach them board games. Some of the activity that we do or some of the workout that we do, it's not movements of the body, but movements of the brain, like take things and put in. So it depends, some my hour can be I just play games with my clients for sharpening their memory, and that's the memory of the exercise. So exercise
Mm.
doesn't necessarily mean it has to be physical, because when we're growing old, there are certain things that we need to keep intact and sharpen, right?
Yes.
And it said participate in sports, and if you're a video game person, you can play video games. That the same concept. It goes to show you that yeah. And so some of the tips, little tips that it said: turn off the technology. The more time you
Oh,
spend plugged in, the more forgetful you are.
really? Interesting.
That's what the research says. Even when you're not connected, a British study found heavy cell phone and internet users struggle with daily life activity like remembering appointments and simple paying attention. I didn't say it.
Maybe it's because we allow these machines to remind us of things. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
because we're not using our brain power. So it goes into that, right? So it says because we're not using again and eye coordination, those things that helps, and we make technology start doing stuff that we're supposed to do, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it replaced human being. That's it. And we're supposed to be doing these things for our health, but we rely on a phone to remember. I remember I
Yes.
used to know every number. Now I don't. Siri, number, please. And that is not good. You say it says the more we rely on technology, the more forgetful we become. I didn't
Mm.
say it. The people in British who did the study say it. It's very interesting. Like it's a reminder.
That's very true, Maureen. I remember we knew everybody's number on the block in case mom wasn't home. We knew Auntie so and so's and the next
Mhm.
door neighbors, and we definitely knew our girlfriends' numbers,
Mhm.
all by heart.
Not by
Mhm.
heart. No, I use Siri to call my husband. Like, what the hell?
Exactly. I don't know my daughter's phone numbers.
I sometimes I'm in the room here and I've been calling him on the cell phone. He's in the living room. What that? You get up and go talk to the man in front of his face. Why are you on the phone? We technology been doing the stuff for us, and these are the things that help us to keep sharp,
Keep our
right?
memory. Okay.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, it's kind of like, whew. And it says focus on one thing. Multitasking can lead to distraction.
Mm,
Instead, think what you want to learn and remember to limit the amount of information you take in at the same time. Focus on one and nothing else.
mm.
Multitasking. Every time I burnt I'm cooking and I'm in here doing stuff, and every time it never fails that I burn my food. My husband like, you need to stay in the kitchen, and I said, yeah, there's multitasking. I've always burned the stuff. And I'm like, smell it and started to dash and run like, oh my God, I have something on the fire. Because that
Yes.
brain space I came in started taking over. And I totally forget I was cooking. I literally, I'm not even
Yeah.
lying to you. So I know that multitasking for me is not a, I never fail. If I put the food on and come in here, the food, I have to start over because it burns it right up. I
Oh
swear.
my goodness.
Yes. It
Oh
says
wow.
it makes you forgetful. Focusing on one thing at a time makes your brain. I didn't say it, I'm reading from a study,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
right? And it says the other one is close your eyes.
Mm.
When you're racking your brain trying to remember something, shut your eyes. People, your
Oh.
brain will block out distraction and help you recall more
Wow.
exactly.
And you know something, they tell you that all the time when you're trying to remember something important, like what someone looked like, or when you're a witness, they ask you, well, close your eyes and try to remember what happened. Oh, and here you're saying, close your eyes when you're trying to.
No, not me, the research. I'm
Yeah,
reading
I
from
know. But I can't. I say, no, I'm not taking any responsibility for this.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it says organize information, organize your space. How
Mm,
many times we've been talking about that? You see me this year, I'm flinging out everything. I have a whole thing in, I just have to get it. I just have to because clutter, it talks about organizing, for instance, organizing your thing in mental, it's mental packaging, right?
mm-hmm.
List by the item your shirts, your pants, your accessories, and your toiletries, all of that. It helps your brain and one of the shortens. So
Hmm.
I know it's so funny, like older versus younger, because younger it says get all these stuff, and when you're getting older it says get away from these stuff. And I'm like, we can't win.
Yeah, it's like one big circle.
We
Yeah.
can't win. Yeah, we go back around.
Uh-huh.
I used to take care of my clients, and they were like 86 or whatever, and he was like telling me these things before I was even a health coach. He was telling me, he's like, man, I killed myself for a big king size bed, and now I'm reduced to an hospital bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what it is. He's like, I got a full closet of clothes, and I can't wear any on my back. They're no use to me. Like, so I was like, and he was telling me like, kiddo, take care of yourself. These things doesn't make no sense. And
Mm-hmm.
just reading it, I remembered him. Like he used to call me kiddo, and he
Mm-hmm.
used to tell me all these stuff. Like, man, the stuff that we kill ourselves for when we're young, and then when you're older, you just reduce to a hospital bed. You go up and you go down. That's your life. And he used to tell me like, when you get older, your disease. The only thing that is important is your poo, your peace, and your blood. That's the only three things that they check. And now I was like, oh my God, I'm at that age, right? I have to do labs. But
Mm-hmm.
it's come back like full circle, and it talks about that. And it talks about turn off the tune. It says research showed that background music could be enough to distract or keep you from committing things to memory.
Really?
Yes. Experts suggested you dish the music when you're learning something new.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Like when you're learning something new, don't have the distraction in the back of it. Just, or.
Wow. Uh, I'm still tripping about the coming full circle. It's so
Hmm?
true.
It is. It,
It
it,
is
it
really
is.
true.
It is such a funny thing that you like, oh my God, this is crazy. But sleep is a great big part of it. And
Mm-hmm.
they're going, as the older you get, you may start to wonder if your absent-mindedness is the beginning of this dreadful condition. But there are big difference between everyday brain cramps and full-blown, things. So these are the stuff that as we grow older, maybe not, we have to start doing them. Like, I know that makes part of our lives and make it better. So one of the great things about it is sleep, man. And if you can't sleep, there's so much help out there. So make sure that sleep is, I would say, one of the number one things I got away from the study. And medications, make sure that you know what the medication you're putting in your body, to know what they are, because um, the more you get, the more it's something that might be why you're being forgetful. So make
Mm-hmm.
sure that you talk to your healthcare provider. Make sure that you are on a team. Make sure you look into these things. And yeah,
Wow.
it was a very eye opening stuff for me. And then it goes into some herbs, and tell
Oh.
you about some herbs that you can use, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some of the herbs that you keep yourself. And it says, an old Chinese proverb says, there are two wonderful herbs, only the lack of knowledge. There's no worthless herbs, only the lack of knowledge, right?
Mm.
So
Okay.
consider yourself informed, because what you're about to read is about five herbs you won't want to forget. Here are the list. Peppermint.
Okay.
So it says peppermint is one of them. And sage is another one.
Oh.
Hmm. Cinnamon is one.
Mm.
Rosemary is one. I have a lot of them in my backyard. That thing won't die. It keep it veg. I want to be so resilient like this rosemary. You just spread out and take up space. It'd be like, I don't care what you're planting. I'm just going to take it over. But yeah, rosemary and clove.
And cloves.
Clove is one. Yeah.
So that's 5, isn't
It
it? It's
says peppermint help you work long-term memory, found a British study. So if
oh.
you want to keep your mind sharp throughout the day, enjoy a spot of peppermint tea
Okay.
in the morning or in the afternoon or at nighttime.
Interesting.
It says take sage oil supplement for a sip or this herb you will boost your memory and your memory. Scientists think herbs sage work on only as a powerful antioxidant, but also by triggering and releasing hormones, a natural brain chemical used by nerve cells to send signal to other cells. Make sure, and it says cinnamon, this super versatile spice, improve the working memory of people over age 60 with pre-diabetes, shown a study published in the Journal of Nutritional Research. Ground cinnamon also prompt mice mice who were poor learners to have better recall by actually boosting levels of brain chemical responsible for memory and decreasing other chemicals that interfere with brain function. Cinnamon! And it says rosemary, filling your house with the sweet fragrance of rosemary oil also help you recall past events and help you remember to carry out future plans. That's
Hmm.
what a small study of the United Kingdom discovered. Experts believe a compound that gives rosemary its scent trigger a brain chemical responsible for memory.
Wow.
And then it says clove. Herbalists believe cloves contain the power of bottled memory, lost as well as a host of other ailments like depression, anxiety, and insomnia. Try adding clove to your tea or to your favorite soup or stew, or simply enjoy the fragrance.
It does smell good.
That's
You
my
know
Wow.
the
tip.
little, cloves, the whole cloves. I have
Mm-hmm.
a friend who sucks on that.
You
Ah.
can you can put it under your tongue, or
Mm-hmm.
it tastes great in like some chai tea.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're stressed and you want a little bit of chai tea and you put two cloves in it, and then you just inhale it, and then you go get in a rocking chair or somewhere and you just sit on the side and do nothing and just sip and just like let the aroma just captivate you and goodness.
Goodness. Yes. Yes.
Goodness. So here we are.
Well, you know what, Maureen? We just want to thank you. That I gained several interesting points from that.
Yeah, and then the icing on the top is said it says charge up your memory with two of your favorite things, sleep and chocolate. Team up to fight forgetfulness. How fabulous is that?
Wow. I
And then
like
you
it.
kind of just read it. It says new research said that learning something new and reward you can say chocolate help lock in the memory. Reward may act as a kind of tag, sealing information on the brain during learning, say a researcher Dr. King of the University of Kenya.
Uh-huh.
Chocolate
Yeah,
is a
I
great
read
choice
something this
because
morning.
it says chocolate is a great because it contains compounds like flavonoids, caffeine, and
Mhm,
that promote alertness and guard against memory decline.
mhm.
So here are two things you can team up together.
What were you going to say, Robin?
I was just reading this morning that I heard that that coffee is also good for
Mm.
your
Yeah,
brain.
it says something about coffee too, but
So sit down and have a little cup of coffee and a dark chocolate and give yourself a little treat.
yes, it says it went into I didn't do that, but it went into another research that talks about coffee. Um that the first thing you
Marie,
should drink in the morning is coffee for
what
brain
do you
alert.
think about decaffeinated products like coffee and teas and things like that? Because my doctor wanted me to get off all caffeine. And I know you still get a little bit of caffeine even though it's decaffeinated. Um,
Well, I don't know why you doctor chose that choice, but I would say like he's the expert. Maybe there's something that's going on why he
Well,
chose that choice.
it's from.
But at least you're still getting some little things. You're not like he's
Mhm.
not taking you off it totally. But as you said, maybe pair it with chocolate and it might still have that benefit, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, they were talking about but I didn't want to go into it because that's another subject about
Mhm.
eat, drink, and beat Alzheimer's. And one of the thing was coffee.
Mhm.
One of the things on the list was literally coffee. So
Mhm.
yeah, you're on the right track. And hopefully, this was some practical tips that we all can use. I know the technology because we live, breathe, and eat it. It's a it's a really hard one for me. Um,
Mhm.
it's hard in a sense, but it's not hard in a sense because I try to try to limit it as much as I can. But
And I try to
try
find
to
it.
not overconsume. That's basically what I
Yes.
think. Like I think everything is good in moderation. It's
Mhm.
just when we make it takes over our lives that it heat up our brain space and we want to still I'm a big component even if I'm 100 I still want to be alert because what the
Yes.
sense of living and you're not getting anything from it just to
Yeah.
live just be a vegetable or just to be a I don't want that for my own life so I pray that that doesn't happen to me but
Mhm.
I want to be sharp at any age, at any living my best.
Yes.
And I want that for like everybody out here. So there are some tips that we can use, and I'm sad to say that when we're younger, it's okay, but we're working against the opposite of young. Because when we're younger, the stuff that we used to do, and now they tell us when we're old that wasn't good for you, or don't do it anymore. Like clean it down, and less is more. So I'm learning that literally less is more. Um,
Mhm. Well, I
so
can remember people saying, I thank you for waking me in my right mind
yeah,
and for the activity of my limbs. Those are two things.
yeah, and it's literally true because what you don't use, you will definitely lose them. This weekend, someone hired me to cook for their elder dad because he was just coming out of a stroke and the rehab, and
Mhm.
they wanted a dash diet because of the sodium and stuff. And so they
Oh.
hired me like to do a 7 meal plan for him because the wife was going out of town and having her own emergency. And
Mhm.
because he went into the rehab walking, and by the time he gets out of the rehab, his limbs are weak, right?
Mm.
Because he was in bed all the time and didn't get to
Oh,
use them for that
yes.
amount of time. And you see how, like, within 6 months of you not getting up and moving, then 6 months of you lying in the bed, how you just lose your limbs. You're just weak. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so
Mhm.
that was like, man, so now they have him like walking on a walker, like over there, come back over there, like small steps that he can to build up that muscle.
Russell.
And I
Yes.
told them like try to get some water aerobics for him. The wife was like, yeah, we used to do that before he went in to keep our limbs, active. And now that he was just there for whatever time, whether 6 months or 8 months, but now he
Yes.
lose those faculties. And
Wow.
so movements is such a vital part of us retaining our limbs.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
it is. Well, we want people to know how to get in touch with you. Let me share your website. Hold on a moment. See if I can get this screen to share.
So my website is cwrfitness.com, and
Okay.
that's my
This is your
Facebook page.
Facebook page.
Yeah,
Maureen, that's a great picture, Maureen.
thank you.
By the way,
Beautiful.
here it says Fabulous Fun Closet. So if you're looking for Maureen, you can find her over at Fabulous Fun Closet. And let me see if will it switch? Did it switch the page? No. Okay, so I have to come out. Hold on a moment.
Well,
And
literally, if somebody talks to find my name, they're gonna find everything I'm associated with. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do a lot of crazy things on Facebook, so it's no weird. If you see a girl in some colorful clothes, it's probably me.
And then we want to tell them about your foundation. You want to tell us a
Yeah,
little bit about the
and that
foundation?
is the cwrfitness.com. We go into the community and teach metabolic disease, and teach people how to eat and move, and do those fantastic things so that they can become I thought it a vibrant tribe. We can age vibrantly at any age. So I just think if we take care of ourselves, if we take the time. I know one of the four-letter word that robs us a lot is time. It robs us of everything because most people don't have it, but usually it has time for us because it will help us to recognize that those diseases are out there, and so I would say if we can find time to do the things that is good for the body will enjoy it and it will thank us for years and years to come. So that's my little bit.
Well, Maureen, we want to thank you. You did a fabulous job of reminding us 7 ways to boost our memory. I know I'm going to try to add more cinnamon
Hmm.
and um,
Mhm.
a little rosemary once in a while because we have a
Yeah,
biz
you
chick.
can use rosemary also in like your meat. You can use it to so there
Mhm.
are many ways you can do it. You can use it to season your meats.
Mm-hmm.
And so that will help you to not have enough, salt. Use herbs like you
Mhm.
in your even when you're roasting a chicken or you're doing your steaks, you just put it on top of the steak, just a piece, wash it, put it on top of the steak and let it um roasted in there. Let the fragrance roast in there, or in your soups or anything, and then you take it out. There's so many ways of using it. You can also use it to infuse oil, like you get some olive oil or coconut oil, put it in a spray bottle, and then pick the little leaves off and then spray it, and then use it to moisture yourself and use it to infuse your house. And there's so many ways you can do it.
Oh, so we have to have you back.
We
There's practical ways that it's not just tea. There's a lot of ways that you can get the benefits of it. And so yeah, it's to remember those small stuff and to get creative. But yeah.
So one of the things that Maureen and I've been chatting about for months now is having her design a indoor walking program for me.
Mm-hmm.
And one of these days, when we get that done, Maureen, I want to come on the show and share it with everybody on how you designed an indoor walking program for me, because I think there's a lot of us that are unable to get out, and
Mm-hmm.
the time that it takes to go out. I'm so I want to learn how to do exercises indoors and take care of myself. And I thought if we shared that with people on how you can design it for the individual, I think that would be great.
Oh yeah, your house is just a fantastic place to do anything. You can
Mhm.
you just need a little space. Once you have a little space in your
Mm-hmm.
house, I do it now. I do it. I have clients all the way in Georgia that I
Mhm.
support through Messenger. That we designed the thing for them, right? And she just did it. We did it in your living room or wherever you find that little space.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Movements doesn't have to be, especially when we're growing older. Movements is not a. I'm not a bashing the gym, but movements is not a gym thing. Movements is a
Right.
personal thing. So when
Right.
I hear people like the excuse, like I can't go to a gym,
Mm-hmm.
you're in your house.
Mhm.
It's a personal thing. It's how you want to move for your own self. It's about
Mhm.
catering something that nourishes me, right?
Mhm.
Instead of looking at other people and saying that, oh, they do this and they do that. That's their body. You got to
Yes.
find something that is, and then that's why people don't do it or will do it. Because if you get something that you like and it's more of a joy to you, like who doesn't like to feel good and joy? So you'd be like, hey,
Mhm.
it's my exercise time, I'm ready, versus to do something that you dread. Exercise wasn't made to be dread, it was made for
Mhm.
you to nourish you and to think about that from that angle. So
Yeah.
that's something that I do now for my out of town clients. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm at,
we are looking forward to that,
yes.
ladies.
So am I.
Oh
Thank
my
you so much, Maureen.
Thank you, beautiful people. I got to run. Thank
Okay.
you for the honor and the privilege of being here. And hope we learned something new. I certainly did, because I did not go to that topic until last night. I was like, what topic should I talk about? And then I remember, like, at the time, I was like, where is my pen? And it was in my hair. So I'm literally learning, and I do most of these spice already, but I it's just a reinforcement for me to
Right.
do them and find creative way to stay sharp, and yeah, find some ways, like with your family or with your friends, and play board game and do these little things because they're sharpening you, you know.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. We really
Thank you
appreciate you.
guys. Have
We
a
look
great rest of your day. And
have
thank
a
you
good
for your
one.
audience, for the privilege of your time. And for everybody who's going to watch, I hope you find something in it. Thank you. Bye.
It's been our pleasure. Bye bye. Oh my goodness.
You know,
I
I'm
just
going to
love
bring out
it.
all those games. My sister's going to be here later on, and I've got Jenga, and I've got pickup sticks, and I've got all these board
Do
games. And we
you
brought,
remember pickup sticks? Yes, yes.
yeah. So
And
we're going
the
to do all.
other thing is they'll make you laugh, and laughter is a merry
Yeah.
medicine.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It'd be a
Yeah.
good thing.
It'll be a good thing. You know, there's 5 weeks in the month of February.
Yes,
Crazy.
because this is leap year.
Yeah.
She's like,
So,
yeah. Did you
yeah.
account for that?
Yeah. No, I did. Next week we have Linus Woods Mullins with us.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be
Great.
good to catch up with her and hear about her new program that she's launching. So
Absolutely.
that'll be great. And then after that, actually I'm going to try to get Lawana to come on the first week of March. So
Sounds like a plan. I love
yeah.
Luana. And I really, really enjoy hearing from Lennis. Jill was just outstanding last week, and we're really sorry. We missed you. We're sorry you didn't make it. But you can watch the replay, but yeah, it
I'm going to. I meant to do that this week, and I haven't done that yet.
but,
So
but
I do
we
need.
really look forward to spending time with you. Not just your guests, but spending time with you with your healthy habits. So is there anything else you want to share before we go?
No, just that we're looking forward to hearing from Linus next week, and then hopefully Lawana the week after, and it's already the end of February. Isn't that crazy?
It's really moving fast this year.
It's
I
moving
don't know.
fast.
I don't know why, but for some reason it seems like it's moving, clipping along, doesn't it?
Yes.
And it's so nice and warm here in Texas. How's the weather in Sacramento?
It's not going to rain for the next 2 days, so we're happy for
We'll
a
take it.
little break. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we want to remind everybody that if you don't keep your health, you can't keep your wealth. So remember to practice happy, healthy habits and tune in for Robin Shimizu every Thursday here at BizChicks. With that, we want to thank you for your time. And remember, tomorrow we'll be talking tech in easy to understand terms with the BizChicks. Have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.